Okay, so to remove the rear wiper arm on the B6 and B7, A4, S4 and RS4 Avant, what we need to do first of all is remove this end cap. Easiest way to do this, if we lift this up, this gives us a little bit of space just to come in behind. There's a little clip under there, and there's another one on the bottom. There, like so. With a bit of a wobble, and the whole thing will pop off like so. These were the clips here on the inside. These three around the outside here, those are the three that we had to work off there. So when we were doing it, we started here, which was to release this one, then around the bottom, and then this one here, and then you can wiggle the whole thing off. Now stay there 1 second. When I pulled that off, the part that fell off on mine is actually this cap here, which fits onto the end section here. This is for the actual water to come out. This is your spray jet. So when I pulled the cap off, this popped off as well, but we're going to need to remove that anyway. So once this is off, also remove your spray jet, and literally just pops off like so. Okay, so the next stage is we need to remove this nut in the centre of the wiper here. And now to help us do that, it's a good idea to use some plus gas or some WD-40 or something like that, just to heat this up a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit in there. In an ideal world, you want to leave that in there just for a few minutes, just to soak down the thread a little bit and work its way in behind the nuts before we try and slacken that off. So give that about 5 to 6 minutes in an ideal world before you try and slacken off that nut. Okay, so the next stage, and now we've let that soak in, is to remove this nut from the centre. So size 13, I've got a 1/4 inch wrench here, it might be a little bit small, I'd recommend a 3/8. And when you put pressure on this, just be careful that the actual wiper arm's not moving too much. If you need to, you can hold the wiper arm with one hand and try and undo it with the other. Yeah, this one's not too bad actually. There it goes. Sometimes they jam on, which is why we use the lubricant to help us dismantle it. There. Okay, next we need to remove the wiper arm from the spindle here. Now the key to this is obviously we've put our penetrating spray in to help loosen this up, and hopefully that would have worked its way down in there a little bit, so that will help us a little bit. But when you pull this wiper arm, a good tip is rather than grabbing the whole thing and just pulling straight towards you, like so, is actually to try and grab the arm and wobble it backwards and forwards in this manner rather than trying to pull it straight off. It's not always easy. Oh, this one, yeah, fantastic. That's a particularly easy one. They're not always this easy, unfortunately. But like I say, that's the key. Rather than just trying to pull it straight, it's actually to loosen it up. It's actually to wobble it a little bit on the spindle in this manner, backwards and forwards, and then you should find the whole thing will come off much easier than if you just try and pull it like so.